Rehab here is formulated supposedly to take care of it all. Surround yourself with a bunch of quality pads from wool down to a finishing pad, and this is all you need. Well, we're going to take a look at it today. Adaptive abrasives, you can use it with any polisher you'd like. Orbital, dual action, force driven, rotary. You can use wool pads, you can use microfiber pads, you can use foam pads. Yeah, this is really interesting. A smooth ride across the panel, easy to wipe off, and a long cycle time. Is there no dusting whatsoever? How hard is the residue to wipe off? Well, we're going to find out shortly. We have two vehicles here, the same make and model, different years, that have two different types of issues. This one goes to the car wash almost on a daily basis. Straight lines, straight pattern, a telltale sign of everyday car wash use, where this one here has a ton of love marks and swirls. So we're going to try the rehab on both. Being different years, the older one's going to be a little bit harder clear coat. The newer we get, the softer the clear coat. And we're going to try some different pads and see what it takes to remove some of these imperfections. We're also going to head over onto a test panel and see how it removes sand marks of all kinds. So let's get to it. Let's start with the 2016. This is typical of many years of love marks. And who knows? Swirls sort of in a circular pattern. So we're going to start here. Let's go back to the 22. These marks here go from front to back, as you can see here. These are typical, see, front to back. Typical of a car wash pass. And these marks go through the length of the vehicle from front to back, pretty much in a straight line, all the way back through. But let's start with the 2016. The clear is slightly harder. See what we got on the side here. Just your regular love mark swirls from improper washing. I'm going to tape off a section. We'll try and find a combination to fit perfectly to correct this clear coat without removing a ton of clear. With rehab, all you need is the polisher that you have or of your choice. And I didn't pick a Roops, I didn't pick a Flex polisher, just locally purchased polishers, DeWalt, Chicago, Hercules, and they're all different. So we got the dual action, rotary, direct driven, or force driven, and surround yourself with a bunch of quality pads from Supercut to Super Finish. Wool, microfiber, 50/50 pads, foam, they all should work. So we have an area that is taped off here, and you can see the swirls that are within. And we're going to attack that with the P&S Pro Series Rehab. Shake that rich formula up vigorously. Get that rich formula mixed up. Can't feel the grittiness of the correction cream here. Let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to pick the least aggressive pad necessary that we think is going to get the job done and work up from there or step up from there if needed. And we're going to start off with the Eurofiber 50/50 pad. 50% of the fibers are cut. The other 50 are finished. We'll get 3 marble-sized drops of the product. On the pad here, we're going to spread it out. And for these test areas, we'll do a crisscross pattern, just the weight of the polisher as pressure, and in between the 3rd and the 4th speed setting. Always let the polisher come to a rest. Let the rotation and oscillation stop. It's easier on the polisher, backing plate, and pads. No dusting whatsoever. And seems like you could do many more passes. We're going to get to that on the test panel. We're going to do as many passes as we can and see how many we can squeeze in. Let's remove the tape here, wipe off the residue, and see where we stand. Are we going to be good with this combination, or do we have to step? This wiped off really easy. I like that. Now, let me grab the swirl finder over here. And just with the shop light, I'm not sure if you could see, but remove 99% of the imperfections, just one deep one here. Let me bring in the swirl finder. I'll get you guys and get you in close. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Brings out that gorgeous metallic flake again. Let me get you in for a closer look. I don't mean to shake the camera, but I only have 2 hands here. This is what we started with, okay? And that's what we end up with. Completely removed all that junk, and look at that color coming through again. There's just, see if I can find it. There's only 1 or 2 of the deeper scratches. There's one, there's another. It removed everything else. And what I'm looking at here, I wouldn't even need to step down to a finishing pad. There's no haziness. Really no haziness to speak of. So if you are happy with that, you'd be good to use your panel prep and protect. If you want to do a bit of jeweling, you can put a fine finishing pad on your polisher, turn it on low speed, and you can take it even further. All right, I like what I'm seeing so far. Let's get over to this one here that has the car wash scratches. They're always a little bit deeper, and they're always going to be a bit deeper and clustered up on the side that's pointing out furthest. Like the contours here, these body lines that are pointing out are always going to get hit the hardest with the car wash wraps, and then they get swirled to hell. So I think we're going to do, our test panel is going to be the fender right here on the overfinch. Newer one, clear, a little bit softer. Let's stick with that 50-50 pad and see what we can do. Okay, I have everything set up over here. We don't really need to tape everything off because we're going to follow this fender line here, the wheel well down to there, and we'll see what we can correct and remove this mess. Okay, I'm going to stick with the 3,000-pound DeWalt. Get my bicep workout in here early today. Crisscross pattern again, just like over there on the 2016. Speed between the 3rd and 4th speed setting. Okay, crisscross pattern. Oh, for Pete's sake, I could have brought my microfiber over here. Give me a second. Again, no dusting. Cycle time. We'll test that further on the test panel. Very easy to wipe off. Gone. Just get the edges here where it went to the cracks between the panels. All right. First I want to look, see what we have here with the shop light, and now okay. Let me make sure I have this wiped off correctly. So over here, where the car wash scratches are much deeper, I think we got 95%. We did better on that finish over there, and there's a little bit of hazing, so we would have to step down. And by the time you step down and remove those, you would remove the other 5% that's still lingering in there. But that's definitely a combination you can start with on this vehicle and be very, very successful. Let me grab you off the stand here so you can see for yourself. This is what we started with. Over here. And it's just a little bit hazy. I don't know if you can see that or not. You just need to, well, I'll tell you what. What we're going to do is we're going to switch over to a finishing pad, use the Rehab, and see if we can finish down. Give me 1 second. We're going to swap over to a DA fine pad from Ruby's. However you say it. I'm not keen on pronunciation. I just want to know if it works. I'll let you guys in the comments section correct the pronunciation and be linguist scholars. I'll just keep detailing. Take off the 50/50 pad. These pads are great though. They work fantastic. Again, we'll go with 3 pea-sized drops. Oh yeah? You like it too? What? You want to help? Grab a polisher and help? No? All right. Wipe off the residue here. Now what we want to see is a crystal clear reflection, no hazing whatsoever. I'm anxious to take a look here with the... Okay, and that did it. I'm going to grab you guys and bring you in. I just want to take a look. 1 or 2 real deep scratches here. This one is about a 3-inch scratch. It's real deep. I'll have to hit that with color sanding, wet sanding, but the reflection is crisp. This has the same metallic flake, the metallic flake, blue, pink, purple, set on top of a black background. Looks fantastic. Let me grab you guys and bring you in. Now, you'll see no haziness, crystal clear, and you can go straight from here to your panel prep and protection. So this is perfect. This test area still has a section that has sand marks, and that was from one of the last videos, and it still has sand marks, 1500 grit, all the way down to 600 or 800 grit, all the way across here. So what we're going to do is use the rotary and a wool pad and remove all of that if we can. And then over here, we have lots of deep scratches as well. We could test over here with the rotary. And in the middle, what we're going to do is test the open time, cycle time, dusting. How many passes can we do with the rotary and a wool pad, which really dries out a compound because the wool fibers whisk a lot of air in between the fibers as you're using it. It dries out the fluid. So that will be the ultimate test as to the open and cycle time. Okay, again, on the test panel, this is the section we'll be working on. We're going to use the rehab. We're going to use the rotary and a wool pad. See how much of this we can remove. Again, guys, the videos I put out, not high production, expensive studio quality. This is real world situations I try to bring you into. And if the products that I test and showcase work for me in these situations, they can work for you. Again, the tools are not Flex and Rupees and your most expensive tools out there. These can be picked up locally. Harbor Freight, Walmart now has a polisher. I picked it up. I will do a review for you. We're going to do a tear down and look at the quality on the inside as well. But let me see what I can do here in this section. I know. Let's do the old pick up the line of polish trick you see in videos. Oops, didn't work for me. Got splatter everywhere. Oh well. Okay, 2 passes, left to right, up and back. Let's wipe this off. There are 2,000 grit all the way down to 600 or 700 grit sand marks. Once again, easy to wipe off. And what we have here, realistic expectations. Down here where we had the higher grit, it removed them completely. Up here where we were at 600, 800 grit, still have some marks left. Would have to be more aggressive with more passes. But down here, just a little bit of a haze where it removed the, I guess, 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 grit sand marks. You just need to finish it down from there. So there are your real world expectations. One more test I want to do. How many passes can we do with the rotary before it starts to flash and dry out and dust? Okay, let's do this little experiment right here. We'll just go back and forth and back and forth. See how many passes we can get until this rich formula starts to dry out and dust. Worst case scenario, because this is with a rotary, tons of airflow between the fibers, and will dry out correction fluids quickly. Okay, here we go. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay. Okay, that was 7, and now I start to, really? You don't like it? I do. We have 7 passes before it started to dust a little bit and dry out. And now it's probably going to be a bit harder to wipe off. Well, not really. Not bad at all. Okay, guys. Well, I mean, the testing doesn't get any more real than this. The shop is open 6 days a week. We are pumping cars out on a daily basis using these products. And from what I have seen so far, this will definitely stay in the detailing arsenal. And this isn't Searchlight Studios here. Being an active shop, this is the perfect environment to test products and pass information on to you guys. So it saves you a little bit of time and money when it comes to picking your tools, your arsenal, to either take care of your own vehicles or start your own business or continue running a successful business. And I wish you all the best of luck no matter what venture you choose. And I hope these videos help a bit. Brian from Apex Detail, I'm going to go and get, I'll give this one an 8 out of 10 so far as a rating on the channel. Catch you in the next video.